How did I do that? There we go. Yo, 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 yo. Say nothing. Test, test, test. All right, we're good. We good. Think we're good. About as good as we're gonna be. Hey, what's up, Marco? How are you today? So we're gonna get a little bit of this MLB action going here. See, do it like this so I can hear myself a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Yo, what's up, True? What's up, man? How are you today?
It's A's baseball coming up next.
So yeah, I'm trying to get back on my stream thing again, and we actually not too far off from the first MLB live, well, MLB The Show 17 live stream, which is going to be on the 7th, I believe, where they're going to talk about gameplay. Let's see. They're going to be talking about gameplay, new features, improvements, and retro mode vlog. So hopefully that just means that the only thing that's going to be vlogged is the retro mode, but they're going to live stream all the other stuff.
One of the best out there on the mound.
Ender Inciarte.
Oh, schoolwork. Yeah.
Ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Atlanta.
So I'm using a new roster set, which is kind of up to date as of the 25th of January.
Hot shot to third.
Oh.
There's Plouffe.
Probably should have just took that just to kind of see how this pitcher's going to pitch to me.
And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Steve, what's the key to a road
Matt Holliday on
them?
Yankees player. Like, is he on the Yankees now? I haven't been keeping up with the off-season transactions. Been out of sync with what's going on in baseball as far as the transactions and stuff.
Striding into the box.
I may do that, man. I'll probably do that next.
As he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Yeah, man, me too. I'm right along there with you with the Braves, man.
Is our first pitch temperature.
We have talent. We got talent. It's got a no. Dansby, don't do that.
Throw gets him 2 down. With a moment now.
Yeah, I seen where I did see that they signed Chapman again, which is kind of silly. They let him go to re-sign him back.
Well, Matty, Stephen
Crazy.
Vogt is a natural-born catcher, but he's so
yeah, man, I'm really excited about the new game coming out. I really hope they took feedback on the changes they made with this game here and make stuff better. And Freddie Freeman's hot all over the place.
Hit high and deep to straight
That's got to be gone. That's got to be gone, Freddie. Let's go. Good Lord.
See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Yeah, he just threw me a golf ball right there.
A
they
solo home run off the
like
bat of
you
Freddie
guys,
Freeman.
as you guys know,
As the Braves
I've
get
made a
on the board
video about
first, it's
the
1-0.
like the fielding when you're playing like Roll to the Show or Player Lock. When you're fielding in the outfield, I don't like the way they changed the camera. They made it easier, or I guess like more casual people who play the game, where they basically, when the ball's hit and it's in flight, you don't follow the ball with your eyes. They just your camera angle switches to the ground and shows your spot where to run to catch the ball, which I think is just like they should have never done that. It was weird, a weird change. Like it doesn't even make sense. I put a nice video together and sent it to the team and Ramon Russell.
As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside
good pitch.
corner, it's
I'm glad we did get Matt Kemp though. I sent it to Ramon Russell and the team, so hopefully they put that feature back in and just give you options for fielding.
And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line.
Dang.
Joyce is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run.
Yeah, I guess when you look at it like that, they got what they want as far as like future talent, and then they get him back while he's still a threat at this point in his career. Yes, Trayvon, these are updated rosters as of at least as of the 25th of January. Got him from the roster vault.
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA of just under 3.5. He's thrown some great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real
true.
pokers.
I'm with you on that
Hopefully,
too.
for his sake, he throws well in this one.
Rajay Davis comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
All right, let's see. Four-seamer. Got Teheran on the mound for us, though. Our ace. I cannot believe. I feel like the Braves have trolled me because we signed Bartolo Colon. Like, what? Don't they know how I despise this man? Like, I hate. Oh, that's one thing that I do want to talk about. Oh no, no!
Ranging back is Inciarte, but he can't get
Throw
to
it.
this one. It's off the wall. Around second, he'll try for third,
no.
and a hot start to the
triple.
inning here for the A's with a leadoff
They
triple.
did talk about they are going to be updating player models, so I just really hope that they take special attention to like the husky players, like your Prince Fielders and your Bartolo Colons, like those big husky guys, because those player models look hideous.
So stepping in, Stephen Vogt, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away.
He's
at
got
third.
cheated against Atlanta. I didn't catch that game. How'd I feel about SunTrust Park? What do you mean, AD? Enlighten me. Bring me up to speed.
Tehran sets. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard toward the right side. And this is right by Freeman down the line. It's a fair ball. And to score is the runner from third. It's 1-1.
About to be lit. I'm trying to go to a few games.
I think he was. That's about as hard a hit.
I know, man. I don't know why they would sign Cologne. Like, guy, I mean, he tops out at what, 84, 85, 86 mile an hour? And that's his fastball? Like, come on, dude. I mean, okay. But it's only funny that he hits a home run just because people just know that he's just like that. I don't know. It's like that poor soul you feel sorry for, because like you know that the game is past them pretty much, but they're just still, for some reason, they're still on a team. So when they actually do something that's actually has some kind of impact, it's like that much more magnified just because of who they are. It's like, you know, a rookie stealing the ball from Michael Jordan. Like, it's amazing for their rookie, but I mean, in the big scheme of things, it's just a steal. It's nothing to go jumping out the window over.
First pitch on its way.
Like how they did when AI crossed them up that game. He crossed up Jordan, and everybody made a big deal about it. Like, oh my God, he just embarrassed Jordan. But at the end of the day, Jordan had 35 points, and they won the game. So it's like, you know, you got to put things into perspective. That's how I kind of feel about Bartolo Colon. It's just like he's still on the team because I mean, I guess he can give some value, but there's nothing unique about his skill set anymore. And the fact that he just looks ridiculous, he has a horrible swing. I mean,
No offer
how
on
many
that
times
one.
has
2 balls and a
ESPN made
strike.
fun of the way this man swings and how he just his face looks and stuff? It's crazy.
Runner at first here, 1 man out.
R.A. Dickey, what about R.A. Dickey?
On a good pitch there. Had
good slider.
to get out there,
Good
and
slider.
it's 2-2 now.
Ooh. Anytime
I'm not
you
gonna
can
play
get
the
a big
full
league
game,
hitter
guys.
to
I'm
look
just
like
messing
that,
around, just randomly
you know
pick
you've
the
thrown
team
a
against the
great
Yankees. I mean, against the against the Braves. Just to kind of get warmed up. Then I'm gonna do some player locks. I got a Matt Holliday on the Yankees.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Man, these
And
guys.
with that, let's check out the top of the
Hold on, what
scorecard
am I-
and see how the
what difficulty
Braves
am I playing
align
on?
themselves
Okay,
defensively.
all-star for batting,
It's
all-star
brought
for
to us
pitching. Okay.
by Majestic. Eric?
Yeah, guys, the first thoughts about Kemp or what he can do with the bat at the
Yeah,
plate.
he does
but
look weird, man.
He's not
He
bad in the field
definitely
either.
looks weird.
Doesn't have the speed to play center field efficiently, but he's got a power arm and will get his fair share of outfield assists.
No, Bartolo Colon has a special place in my heart for dislike.
Matt Joyce.
And I
set
guess
to
it's kind of
take his
unfair
first
because
cuts
I
with
just
a
hate
man
the
at
way he
first
looks
and
on
2
this
away.
game. So it kind of taints my view of him, like in real life, which is awful. Like it shouldn't be that way.
And that's
Good
on the
pitch.
outside corner for a strike.
But it's just like, it just looks so weird, man.
A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway.
It's funny because
and you
like
just
the other
buy
night
yourself a strike that you can
when
now
I downloaded
throw
these
anything
rosters,
off
I
of.
decided to play a game just to kind of
That's
see how
taken.
the
Now it's
lineup looked.
0-2.
And I
Well,
actually,
take
when
it
I seen
now.
he was on the
He's gonna
squad, I
have
said,
to
let me go
swing
ahead
the
and
bat.
play him, even though I can't stand him. And just looking at his player model just gave me a headache. It just gave me a headache just to see how he looked.
Right side.
I'm not going to get two. Let's go ahead and get the easy one.
Plenty of time, and the side is retired.
There you go.
2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. Second inning upcoming.
How about
here
this
in
man, Gary
Florida's baseball
Sanchez,
city.
best
All
catcher in the
tied at
MLB?
1-1.
I don't know. Actually, I have a player lock for him.
Nick Markakis makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Yeah, man. I that's all I see. When I
Against
see
the
him, I
sign.
see his player
Here
lock.
comes the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is Davis.
You know, I really
Looks
like
it
this
into his
fisheye
glove,
camera,
and
except
there's
when you
one
hit the
gone.
ball. Like, every time you hit the ball, it looks like the ball is just going to the moon because of the way the depth perception of the camera angle is. I think they need to kind of make an adjustment to when the ball is in flight. Like, the fisheye works great when you're up close, like for this pitcher-batter confrontation right here. But when you hit it, man, it just looks like the ball is just going to go into, into the freaking stratosphere.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Yeah, so the game I played the other night, I didn't stream it, but Matt Kemp had a really, really good game. Went into extra innings.
Here's a high pop-up. Alonso is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Yeah, it's not always easy to pick up the baseball on one of these bright, sunny days. Nobody shades his eyes well, and he puts this one away for the second
Sean
out.
Rodriguez.
Sean Rodriguez will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague
See what we
ballgame.
got here.
You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Well, I am going to do a player lock after this. D-Hall. I had a request for Matt Holliday. Was that you who requested? No, somebody requested. I think that was you who requested it. Somebody did. I'm just going to do another inning. I'm just kind of getting warmed up. I haven't really played this game that much, except for the game I played the other night with these new rosters. I hadn't played it in a while. I mean, I filmed a lot of road to the show stuff because I know I'm way, way behind on that. And I want to kind of at least bring my character up to 2017 so that he's in sync with the times for the new game when it comes out. But that's another thing that we can talk about is the new road to the show. They're making it more story-based now, which is, that's gone.
At the track, the wall.
More people have been talking about a refinement, and that's like the next evolution. You see it with MLB, with NBA 2K, a story mode. That was Bartolo Colon right there behind me, the coach. Yeah, they definitely need to do something to that mode, and pretty much story mode is like the next obvious evolution of the series. As long as it's not too corny, too cheesy, it has, you know, it's realistic but also entertaining. I think it'd be worthwhile. The only problem with doing that, making it innovation, is the fact that they allow you to carry your character over from each game and keep his stuff progressing. So like a lot of those story building blocks for a new character will kind of happen at the very beginning of your career while you're in the minor league. So you're going to miss out on a lot of that new stuff unless you create a new character altogether. Which I will. I did the same thing in MLB 16 the show. I made my son just because I want to see any kind of new refinements they made early on in the game. Nothing too groundbreaking though.
Yonder Alonso digs in with 1 run in. And
I would assume the SunTrust Park would be in there. I mean, they've added more historical parks, historical stadiums, so I believe they should get it in there. So Aiden says, I need to do a player lock on Matt Carpenter. See, is he still with the Cardinals? Is that the Matt Carpenter that I'm thinking about? Okay, so that was D Hall request the holiday. Okay. Well, the roster, like the MLB team, they didn't make official updates, but I did get an update from the roster vault. So if he was traded to the Yankees prior to January 25th, he should be in this roster set. We'll see after this inning. Throw in here. Got no idea. Guess I'm throwing a 2-seamer.
Now he turns on a fastball and
guys
sends it
are not
deep
messing
down the
around.
right field line.
Killing Teheran.
And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Yonder Alonso with a solo home run.
Okay.
And it's given the A's a 3-1 lead.
All right, well, let's go ahead and transition to player locks, guys. That was the bottom of the second anyway. We already lost that. Hope they update the players' hair, because they tried to implement the long hair and stuff. And some of the hair just looks wild and frazzled and looks weird. So let me make sure I got that it didn't reset my roster save. Let me go back into it. Off season 125 roster set. Let's see, make sure everything else is good. All right, so now let's see. I like to do a random matchup. We get to the Yankees. Yankees. Where are they? I need a Yankees matchup. Have I passed? Have I got a matchup and I didn't see it? Alright, we're going to do this about 10 more times, and then I'm just going to just pick them. 2, 3. Oh, there we go. Alright. Let's see. Shoemaker. Let's try some different players. Let's do Shoemaker versus Pineda. There he is, Matt Holliday batting cleanup. So let's player lock is him. World Series predictions? Oh man, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up with a lot of the off-season transactions and stuff to see who's been making like big moves. What I have been noticing is like a lot of young players are coming in the league now and making huge impacts now. It wasn't like that like back in the 90s and early 2000s. It was like those players had to kind of be groomed, but now they're coming right in making impacts.
And the New York Yankees. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Yeah, it would be nice to have the Yankees to be. I mean, I keep saying the Yankees, the Braves, the champs.
Michael Pineda, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter.
They get that,
what's the word on
like
him?
the Cubs won it last year.
He's got a career
And then just imagine that the Braves win it this year.
For a starting pitcher, that is
Everything
very
would be
dependable.
complete.
They're just looking
All right, here we
for
go.
consistency.
Matt Holliday. So he's just a DH this
Coming
game.
to the plate now, Matt Holliday, and he could give his
Go,
guys
baby.
an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage
Hot
of
zones
these
are down
kind
in
of
the zone.
opportunities early in a ball game.
See what he's
It
going
can
to give
change
me.
the entire complexion of the game if he can put the other guys on their heels.
All right,
right
all
away.
right.
And there
I
is
think
our
they're also going to have the
officiating crew in
old
this
Yankee
one,
Stadium
calling balls and
in MLB The
strikes,
Show
Mr. Freddie
17, like the
Ferguson.
one they
Ferg,
left
as
out
he's
of.
known amongst baseball
So
people,
that'd be cool for
really
like the Yankees
does
fans
call
to
a
go
good
back and
game
relive
back
those
there.
years
He
when they
might
played in
reward a
the
pitcher
original
for a
Yankee
good
Stadium.
location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
Swung on and lifted in the air to
That
left
pull,
center.
that was not a
Trout
good swing.
under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Yankees come up empty. We played an inning in the
Oh,
Bronx.
Edwin Encarnacion
No
left the Blue
score
Jays. Where'd he
here on
go?
the show.
That's
So with 2 gone, in steps Matt Holliday.
The designated hitter, Matt Holliday.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes.
All right, sorry about that.
To all the
That was a
hitters
good
he's
pitch. I
faced.
should've
And
swung
when
at
you
that.
can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a
Uh,
fastball count,
When MLB The Show
don't
comes
be
out, I'm going to
surprised
do a
if he
hitting
has
and a
big cut
pitching
at something.
tutorial
maybe try
on
and
that
break
game
his
as
time
well.
striking.
And a good eye.
I don't
as
think
he
I
lays
really
off,
did
and the count
one
moves to 2-1
for
now on the Yankee
this
left fielder.
MLB 16 show. I did one for 15 and 14 up.
Shoemaker gets the sign. Here's
Got to
the
give me something
2-1.
good. Should let that
Unable
go.
to get the
That was
bat
ball.
around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
He's probably going to come back inside.
Toward the gap in right
Good
center.
hit.
This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out
It
double.
looked like he was really fast. There go Holiday in there with a big double.
First baseman number 33, Greg Bird.
I think it's such a silly
Stepping
rule.
in,
To be a
Greg
Yankee, you got to
Bird.
shave your
He'll
facial
look to
hair.
bounce
Like,
back
what
after
weird
striking out
concept
his
is that?
last
What
time
kind
up.
of
Yep, they sent
weird
him packing
fetish is
last
that to
time, so
have for
maybe
your
they have a
players?
pretty
Like,
good
you can't
idea
have
how to
facial hair.
attack him
Like,
again
really?
right here.
I mean, I don't understand
Has
that.
to be thinking
That
strikeout
must be
here.
a
Hit hard to short.
go match.
Taken in by Simmons. Throw to
obviously
first
there
to
was
get
something that
easily, and
they've
the side
kept
is
since
retired.
the early days of baseball, but it doesn't
Danger
make sense in
reverted
this day and
following
time.
the
Like,
two-out
come on
double.
now.
More from the Bronx.
That's a little bit
after
too
this.
controlling. What's my favorite stadium?
So the leadoff man is gone here, and that'll bring up the former batting champ, Matt Holliday.
I've always liked Oakland Stadium for some reason.
That's a ball.
Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
But I'm like, in this game though, the Blue Jays, the dome, great. Like the lighting looks absolutely fantastic.
That evens it up.
But that ball's
1-1.
going to drop a little bit. So he's up and he's away. So he's probably going to come down and away. You do like that.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a high
Little
pop
too much
up.
under it.
Simmons is in his tracks now. And that's out number 2.
First baseman
Yeah, I know it's supposed
number
to be
33,
professional, but I mean, you can't be professional with a mustache. Can't be professional with a beard.
Matt Holliday
really?
stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged
It just
through the
seems
zone,
it just seems
which
like a
caused the
weird
bat
type
head
of
to drop a
expectation to
little
have for a
And
team.
that's in there for strike 1.
I mean, I know
think
that the
man right
Yankees
there is
feel like they're the
reaching
elite
end of his wits.
of baseball. They're all
His team
elitist,
is
so they have to
absolutely
look
imploding
different
right
from
now,
everyone
and it
else. But
basically came out
it's a
of
little
nowhere.
silly to me.
And Holliday
Nope,
will
that's a
not
ball.
offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. And you can't let the emotion enter the equation, or it'll mess up your concentration, and things will get even worse.
Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We'll look ahead to
Get around
inning number
230 last
8
year?
now. The Yankees lead it 8-1. An entertaining game all in all. So
Aaron Judge, you know what? I still have the player lock for him that I have not released on YouTube yet. I actually have. I was going to do something special for Aaron because I did a player lock when he was still in the minors. And my green screen actually
that's a pretty good day's
cool
work
right now. And then I also did a player lock when he was with the Yankees. So I need to kind of mesh those together. Look at him, Frankenstein.
First for the victorious Yankees. 8 runs on 8 hits. No error.
All right. So what's the next player lock, guys? Who we got? Who we got coming up next? What do you guys want to see? Did somebody else request a player lock up earlier? I'm not really sure. Metrodome, yeah, that was a nice one. Hopefully they add a lot, like add all the ones that were in the PS3 that ever was in the PS3. Add all of those and then add some more. But apparently, you know, they say it costs a lot of money and it's a small studio, so they don't have a big financial backing. Big Papi, well, he's not going to be on this roster set because he's retired, right? So he won't be able to do Big Papi. Addison Russell, that's Cubs, right? That Cubs. Let's see. Cubs they have a very unique, identifiable stadium. Scherzer's the ace now, or has he always been the ace? Addison Russell, there you go. Let's take a look at his stats here. Contact versus righty, 68, 59. Durable. He's a good fielder. He's definitely good in fielding. Well, when I say good, I mean, yeah, he's fairly strong. Decent speed, nothing crazy though. Nolan Arenado, I actually have like 2 player locks for him on my channel. All right, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Wrigley is a favorite stadium by a lot of people. Jose Altuve, I got a player lock for him.
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Ought to be a good one here between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show.
I don't like the Cubs altogether.
John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys,
would you stop it?
He's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent.
Why are you teasing me? My wife is messing with
Coming
me.
to the plate now, Addison Russell, and he could give his
okay,
guys an
you've
early
taken enough
lead
pitches.
if he
Stop
can
it.
come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
No, I'm gonna hack your phone.
Like this,
just to let you know I'm gonna hack your phone.
That's where he's at his toughest on the mound.
Messing with me.
He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very
I
hard
can
for you to
focus
score
now.
runs off him.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, then you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field.
The driver run in.
Long throw to the plate. The tag here by Norris is not in time.
RBI by Russell.
In to score.
And nothing gains momentum more than a 2-strike, 2-out RBI. He just stays with his ball nicely. That'll fire up.
Oh, you know what stadium I like? I like Kansas City. They have a nice stadium with like waterfall and stuff back there in center field. That's actually a nice one. Give the lead because they can't do anything about that.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Come on, Jason.
Only one in the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Addison Russell. He reached on a single in his first try. Scherzer's ready. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
Oh, wow. A housing development. Rip.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Good eye, good eye.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors
thrown
so
too
far
low.
for the Cubbies. 3-0 now.
30. You know I'd never swing on that.
Fastball there, and you know he got one, but good.
It's going pretty good, AD.
Not to
pretty
go
good.
Up and chase it.
Ready for the Super Bowl tomorrow. Who you guys got for tomorrow?
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
Oh, good
Definitely
change.
a
Good
fastball
change.
swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a guy up there pretty
True,
gearing
Scott,
up for
and
the
D. Hall. I'm
fastball
right
there,
along
and
with
he
you
didn't
guys.
get it.
I'm for the
That's
Falcons
a good pitch
myself.
to throw on a 3-1 count to keep a guy honest.
Back in the 90s, I used to be a Patriots fan when they had Drew Bledsoe, Curtis Martin,
Swing and
Ben
a miss,
Coates.
and they come back from a 3-0 count.
All those
to
guys.
sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
and this current
Quite a turn of
Patriots
events here.
team,
He
they
goes
just seem
from in
slimy
the
to me,
driver's
man.
seat,
Just like,
3-0 to falling victim
just
to
can't
the
really trust
strikeout.
them, man.
And in
It's
hindsight,
just
you
like
go
a
back to that
a
3-0
level of,
pitch
like a quiet level of
Daniel
arrogance
Murphy
that they
will
have about
stand in
themselves.
now.
Like
A
we're
punch-out
just,
victim twice
they're kind of like the
already.
Yankees
DK, I'll ask you
of
because you're the
football.
one sitting next to me. Do you
That's
approach
how I
an
kind of view
at-bat
them.
differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense
Patriots.
that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working.
Hey, let's turn to
I think
Addison.
if you start
Let's turn
worrying
to.
too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse,
Oh,
it'll start becoming a mind.
He's out.
And we'll have to leave it there as the
that's
play is
another thing I
made
hope
here
they
to
fix
end the
with
inning. Nothing
MLB
doing
The Show
for
17.
Washington.
Player
Halfway
movement
home,
is
all
so
even at
weird
1
in the
apiece.
field. Like you don't feel like you really have full control of your player. Like they only go left, right, up, or down. It's like there's no gradual like curve movement to like get to a
Addison
better
Russell
angle.
will stand in
And then
now.
it's just
He's
so
singled
sudden.
and
Like, there's
struck out
no
in 2 trips.
Gradual speed progression from a standing still position. It's just like they go from still to just like full speed of fielding. It's
Hoping
weird,
to keep
man.
it tied. Here it comes.
Why did I swing at that?
Swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
No, it's not a bandwagon. I mean, that was in the 90s, man. It's like, what, over 20 years ago. Like when I was a Patriots fan. So much has changed. And like when I was a Patriots fan, I live in Tennessee. We didn't even have a team then. So, of course, you know, when we get a team, I think you have a right to kind of switch who you like. And since my team is not in there anymore, I used to like Atlanta. Like just when they had Deion, I'm just playing horrible now. When they had Deion Sanders on the squad, and when they had Jamal Anderson doing the dirty bird, they were fun to watch. And just like I'm just going for Atlanta for the sheer fact I'm not a Patriots fan anymore.
Any of them even strikes? I mean, if you have a little bit more discipline as a hitter, you might be looking at a 3-0 count instead of going back to sit on the bench.
Trey Turner will step in now in a big spot here
yeah,
in a game
so
as close as this
got
one.
the team I like now. I mean, it's my Titans. I have to root for the hometown team, which they're very frustrating to watch at times. I'm not gonna lie. On defense, they're just so much of a headache to watch. What's up, EJ?
One out and a runner on second base.
All right, here we go.
Swinging a high
Look,
back onto the
just
outfield
it wouldn't
grass
even
now.
register my commands to move Addison.
Bryant backs
Dude, he was
up
just
and
stuck.
takes care of it, 2 away.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to
Oh,
play
nice.
behind.
MY, you just
Someone who
ordered the show.
pitches to
Yeah,
contact,
this
keeps
year
the
is going to be
defense
the
involved,
first year that I'm
and
going
he
to
gets
go
an easy
digital
pop-up right here.
on MLB The Show. I've fought going
Settling
to
in
the
now,
digital
Jason Worth.
digital
He
age
drove
with my
walk his
games
first time up.
since these new consoles have come out because, for one, I have Comcast, and with Comcast, there's a data cap. I think 250 gigs per month, I think, is what we have.
Hit on the ground to short. Oh,
What?
He can't pick it up cleanly.
What the crap
And
was
they'll
that?
wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Yeah, with Comcast, I think we have a
gotta be an
250
infield
gig
signal.
download
You
limit
see
per
the
month.
reaching attempt
So
there
it
at short.
really sucks. Like, as you get a
Even
lot
if
of
he fields
games,
this ball cleanly, there's no guarantee
and
that
they
we're gonna
have
get him at
these like
first.
patches and
This
updates
is
that come
indeed
out
gonna be a base hit.
amongst downloading other stuff. Excuse me.
Ryan
I mean,
Zimmerman
they can
will
really
step
hurt.
in,
Like
a ground
DLCs,
out victim as last
you
time.
can hit your data cap really early. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay
induce
physical
another
disc
ground
right
ball
now.
out of him
I
right
mean,
here.
plus I'm a collector. I like to collect things. So like having a physical item.
Drilled right back up the middle. Russell has it. He's got the bag for one. On the
That was a good
wrist,
play
but
by Russell,
slow
though.
in developing as they'll just get the one out.
He kind of got
Yeah,
stuck
let
in
me
an
show you guys
in-between
something.
position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step
I
on the
get
bag
this
and
around the
take it
freaking
himself.
green screen.
So he does get the sure out, but no shot at the double play.
All right.
So striding in, Addison
All right, so
Russell.
I'm gonna show you
as
guys
he's got a
this.
chance to tie this ball game up
Like,
with that
this
equalizing run
is
just
my
90 feet away at
gaming
third.
folder for just the Xbox One and PS4, and it's almost full. So I know you really can't see all these games, but I mean, I collect them all. Ugh, get them in the screen. Green screen's kind of going through some of them, like the Xbox ones, because they got green on the top, so it's kind of bleeding through. But like, I buy games, and I'm just a collector. I like to have them so I can put them in. And then also, if you go somewhere, you can take the games with you, or if you if you want to trade them in, you get something back on it. Even though if you go to GameStop, they're gonna jip you and jerk you around anyway, not give you much. But you still get some value out of having a physical game at this current time that we're in gaming and media in general. And it's end right here. So there's still some value in having a physical disc, but the convenience of digital stuff, like on my Xbox, all the games I really play are digital, all of them, because I have EA access. So like all the EA games I get them digital because either they're in the vault on EA access or I can get them at a discount, and it's so much more enjoyable. I can jump from playing Madden to go to UFC or to play Battlefield, or I have Rainbow Six, I have the Division. All those things are digital, so it's like being able to switch back and forth between games and not have to worry about taking a game out of my folder, getting up, putting it in. Like, you can just switch back. And I know it may be kind of lazy, first world problems, I know, but it just becomes more of a convenience. And another reason why I never went digital was because, like I'm a collector, like I said. So oftentimes when you pre-order a game, you get something cool, some cool pre-order bonus. Like GameStop, they always have some kind of exclusive. So that was the reason why I would like to get just the actual disc, because oftentimes the digital games, you wouldn't get any pre-order bonus that was like comparable.
Out in front of that one,
you wouldn't get anything that was comparable to what you can get from buying a physical disc. Like, I don't think digital copy should cost as much as a physical game. It's digital. There's no shipping. There's no printing. It's like it's so much cost effective for them to go digital. They shouldn't be charging you the same amount as you would a physical disc. I mean, it's
and that's an
ridiculous, and I'm
excellent
surprised
pitch right there
nobody
to
has
put the ground
pursued
out.
some kind
That
of,
means the tying
you
run
know,
stays
legal
stranded
action or
down
fairness
at third
action
base.
of like,
2 outs now.
you can't
Now the
charge,
window of opportunity is starting to close up
like,
a little bit.
if they break down all the charges that you would have to pay, that would justify you paying $60 for a physical disc, it doesn't equal up when you buy the same game that's a digital copy and you have to pay the same amount. It's like, where's that extra cost?
Tops player
You know?
of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So the truth says you have Comcast in North Georgia, 90 plus download. Yeah, like your download and upload is pretty decent. I have a good download on mine too. I forgot what it was, but it's up there. It's up there. Yeah, man. So, play my son's Road to the Show. So, anyway, I got off topic a little bit, but yeah, that's why I'm probably gonna go digital with MLB The Show 17. Like any game that I'm playing a lot, it makes sense to just go digital. It just makes sense. And since like a lot of the content on my channel, like 95%, even maybe 98% of my content on my channel is MLB The Show. Although I'm gonna try to do some more games, just so I can kind of have some little diversity on my channel. No shoes yet. Like, how do you get new shoes in this game? Like, did it just have to be a random drop from like from just rewards? Because on my main character, I have some Nikes on my feet, and I guess those came over from the previous game. Oh, you're going to PC gaming? Yeah, a lot of people are trying to kind of blend the two. Like there's like PC. If you really like, I don't think I'm not good with a mouse and keyboard playing games wise. It's just because I'm left-handed, so all of my stuff is reversed. Like I use my mouse with my left. I can use a mouse with both hands because I learned how to use it with the right to begin, but then I just started using my left because I'm more comfortable with that. So I can use a mouse with both hands, but the keyboard, like a lot of the commands are by default the what ASDF or whatever, AF whatever it is, and it's just like for me, it would just be like I would have to customize every single game that I played to fit my reverse style of playing using and then like most, a lot of mice don't have ambidextrous controls, so it would just be different. It'd be different for me to use a mouse playing games, and there's no way that you can play like multiplayer games with a controller versus people who use keyboard and mouse.
Now from your
You'll get wrecked every time. There's just no way. Plus, most games don't have auto aim, and you do need auto aim with a controller versus a mouse and keyboard.
Jacksonville Suns. It's baseball.
Yeah,
It's
WASD.
the show, and it comes your way next.
Pull equipment and perks. Buy from the market with stubs. Oh, you can buy them with stubs. Okay, I got plenty of stubs. Are they pretty expensive? I only got like 13,000 stubs.
Well, you better not.
All right, there's my son. There's his stats so far for the year. Let's move out of the way to the other stat.
5 trips a night ago.
Well, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game.
Yeah, I'm
over his
ambidextrous
last 10, so
on a lot of
yesterday's
things.
Performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for
Yeah,
a
I can't
ball.
wait till they update these player models. Like every creative players, they all have the same type of facial structure. You can add facial hair, do a lot of augmentation to the features, but they still have that same kind of basic look to them. Like you can tell that it's a creative player. They all have the big, strong jawline, wide face kind of look to them.
This is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitters count, 2-0.
All right, 2-0. Come on, son.
Here's the 2-0. In the air, down the left field line.
Please go all the way foul. Go all the way foul.
He gets there to put it away, but
you advanced the runner, though. Good job, son.
And he is in there. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Anybody catch your eye,
depends on the tier. Okay, well, after this road to the show game, I'm going to go to the to the store or to the market, and I'm going to see if I can buy some shoes, then I'll do that. Because I don't really want to use stubs to upgrade my player. Because I think that's one thing I've always regretted with my original road to the show character that I transferred each game. Is that I pre-ordered the game from GameStop from MLB 14 the show, I believe. So they gave like, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000 stubs. So at the time, I really wasn't quite, you know, understanding like everything you can do with the stubs. I just knew that you could use them in Road to the Show. So I was like, okay, I got these stubs. Let me go ahead and give my guys some extra stats on this and that. Not knowing like how much more they would make my guy, you know, overrated from where he was. Like, should never been that high in the minor leagues, and should have never came into the majors rated that high. And it kind of, for me, it kind of made the experience of progression. Should have threw it to second, but it's okay. Oh no, the guy was running home.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives it.
How do you feel about Mike Vick retiring? I mean, I guess it was time. I mean, he wasn't really a key player anymore. I mean, they were bringing, he would come in like injuries, and you know, somebody got injured, but it just wasn't like he was the Michael Vick that we, you know, was used to seeing in the early 2000s. It wasn't him anymore. And I'm sure if he was wise with his money, which I'm going to assume that he was, especially after all the trouble he got in with the whole dog thing, I would assume that in the second half of his career he was a little smarter with his money, because he knew that he probably wasn't going to get many opportunities and endorsements like he had in the past. So I'm assuming he did right by his money, and if he saved up enough to where he can live off of, and
he's set. Fine. Here comes the 1-1. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool the guy. It's 1-2.
So I seen it this morning on ESPN. It said he retired. So
to take an ugly hack like that,
I didn't even feel one way about it. Like, okay, this is a young players league now.
To deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Just like I was talking about how baseball, football is even more apparent that. You remember back in the day, like a running back got drafted, they didn't play him for like 2 years. He would sit behind the veterans. It's not like that anymore. You look at Ezekiel Elliott, you look at a lot of these teams that have these young players.
I've been really impressed with the way he's swinging the bat lately.
Cam Newton came in.
Games now, and people are really starting to take notice of that streak.
You look at who else is a rookie? You got Dak Prescott. You got even when what's your boy for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I forgot his name. I don't know why I'm forgetting his name right now. But
and you know,
like players are coming in straight out the gate. They're just they're starting and they're making plays.
Even though it's still early.
He's running towards second. This is line to left.
And part of that is because the NFL has adopted a college style of game. Like you see more pistol gameplay, you see more shotguns, you've seen the options start to come into the game a lot more now. They just taking a lot more from the college game, so it suits the younger players because they know that that's the system they were groomed up in. So it's not a big trend. Yeah, Jameis Winston, that's his name.
Miguel Rojas stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. 2 down.
Also, Encarnacio going to the Indians. I didn't even know that's where he went. Somebody told me that he got traded, but I had no idea he's with the Indians.
I mean, the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is
the Blue Jays weren't really my team anyway. So
on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 3 innings complete. And
I think the McGregor-Floyd fight, what happened? Not at all. Not at all. Like, First of all, what kind of fight
Derek
would it be?
Lewis
Would it be?
will
I'm
come
assuming
forward
it's
now.
going to be
He
a
is flied
boxing
out in
match and
singles
not an
so
MMA
far.
fight, because that would be way too one-sided. I feel that it would be more fair to be a boxing match than an MMA fight. I mean, that's
And this is
just
off the
you know,
outside
anybody who
corner
thinks
for a
that
ball, 1-0.
Floyd is going to step
Seemed
inside
quick in
the
his delivery to
octagon,
the plate on that last pitch.
one,
Well, you
risking
gotta
his
remember, the
flawless
slide step
image
does two
in
things
terms
for you.
of
It gets
record,
the catcher the ball quicker
or
so
just
he can throw a guy
winning
out,
all the time,
or it will
versus
hold
getting
the runner
straight
on first so he doesn't
embarrassed
steal
and
it all.
clowned by a guy
they got him picked
who
off.
shows off. What is he doing?
Ball's there, and he is out at second base.
Like, what was this guy's plan? So no. Secondly, UFC doesn't have. They're not going to pay Floyd the money that he wants. This man wants $250 million or $225 million plus a cut of the pay-per-view sales. They're not going to do that.
Lifted the other way out to left.
And thirdly, it would. The UFC has a bad enough image right now for how they treated Ronda Rousey and giving her their preferential treatment, and you see how that ended up for her. So they got some image restoration to do as far as the suits of UFC. They don't want to turn the UFC, a respectable combat sport, into a celebrity circus or to something that to make some money like that.
Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, he gloves it coming off the base. The second for one.
I mean, that's just my opinion, but I think that's really how it should be.
Great job there at first.
Chris Brown and Soulja Boy. Now, I think that is still going down. Chris Brown is just.
But you see him go immediately.
He's going to put hands on
base,
Soulja.
and they
Soulja
wind
Boy
up
can't
getting
fight.
the
That boy
force on the lead
he's.
runner. And
I
all
don't know
that
what
is
he's on.
is
He's just
thinking about the
ridiculous.
play before
And
it
the sad
happens.
part about it is, he has such a strong following of mindless sheep that hang on every word he says. That guy is headed down a path of his own personal destruction. He's reckless and he's careless. And it goes to show, like, if any of you guys are like young, like I'm talking about teenagers
Here's the pitch.
in the stream right now,
And that's taken high and outside.
one thing you got to understand is that these celebrities, they live in a bubble.
His team is
They don't
absolutely
see the
imploding
world
right
like
now.
you
They
and I see
basically
it.
came
As
out of
obvious
nowhere.
as certain things are to us, they don't see it that way. So they live in a complete bubble of yes men, people who tell them exactly what they want to hear, people who kiss their butt all day long. They look at individuals as being less than them. They really feel like they're on a level of a human being that's above where you are. So they look at you as expendable. So Soulja Boy is doing all this crazy talking and reckless talking on social. That's where he messed up. He's on social media. Like anybody who's on social media trying to portray a hard and gangster image, you've already lost the fight. Because you're trying to prove to just complete.
Yeah, no question.
I mean, virtual strangers. Like, it's bad enough you're trying to prove yourself to a stranger, but a virtual stranger, that's even worse. And it just shows how insecure you are when you feel like you have to try to prove yourself on that level.
For my partners in the
So,
booth, Eric Karros and
be
Steve
yourself.
Lyons and our entire
Don't try to
crew.
follow what
I'm
these
Matt
idiot
Vasgersian.
celebrities
You've
be
been
doing.
watching MLB The Show.
'Cause they're gonna
And for more, click on over to
they have
theshowNation.com.
lawyers and money that can
Jacksonville
get them out of
7-3.
their stupid mistakes.
Good night,
Many of us
everybody.
don't. So don't try to emulate what you see them do. What are your most wanted for show 17 cards? Oh man, I don't know. I don't really even play Diamond Dynasty that much.
They left 8 runners on base.
I don't play Diamond Dynasty that much, to be honest.
For the Biscuits,
Although I'm going to try to get more into it because I often see it in my streams. People want me to play it. And I don't want to just kind of be a one-trick pony with the player locks. I mean, I can do those, but
thank you for joining us here tonight.
I don't know. I have to understand how the whole market works. Like, I'm going to have to... It actually brings me to a point. If you guys know of any other YouTube channels that are good on, like, tutorials for Diamond Dynasty and the auction house and how that stuff works and tips and tricks and stuff you should look out for, what you should be aware of, and little things you shouldn't fall for, let me know about those kind of people, because I want to be able to learn that kind of stuff, because it's just so much thrown at you in these things like Madden Ultimate Team. they throw so much content at you, so much information on the screen. It's like you just get lost and intimidated by how much is out there. See, this is the problem I have with my son's road to the show. He's a first baseman, so I feel like he doesn't need a lot of focus on fielding and reaction. Maybe more reaction than fielding, but like arm strength, he may not really need much. He's not going to be throwing from first to third very often and first to home very often, although he could have had it in that last game. So it's like I don't really try to put a lot of stock into these stats just yet. I mostly try to focus on where he can produce to for wins, like on the batting side, plate vision, like stuff like that. 55 on plate vision. Contact versus lefties. You always have more contact and more power on the same side as your bat. You try to emulate real life. So EJ says Toke, the good YouTuber for tutorial. Toke. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. A roster move was made. Please return to the road to the show home. Uh-oh. What happened, guys? Did they do something to my son? Did they move him? Why would I have to go back to the main menu? What's going on? Got a new stadium. Okay, so I'm confused here. See the leaders in my 378. Good grief. 48 hits. I don't care about the at-bats. That doesn't mean anything. Tied for ninth in doubles. Not bad. Triples. I may have one triple, I think. May not even have that. Home runs. Oh man, I'm dominating home runs. RBIs. Okay. Team. What is going on? Interactions. Let's see. Man, this is the same stuff that's always been there. Are you unhappy with your current club? No, we're in first place. I believe. Yeah. Look at that lead. We got an 11.5 game lead. Why would I want to? Why would I have to go back to the hub for this trade? What trade? So Toke or is it TD Barrett? Okay. So see, like you look at my son's account, like his road to the show. I'm focusing on keeping him, not necessarily keeping him average, but like have more of a natural progression. I'm not gonna be just wasting my stubs to boost his stats up higher than what they should be. So I'm trying to keep him more grounded as opposed to my main character. All right, so let's go to the market. So I was told I can go to the market, show shop. Well, I may have been in the right place. Marketplace. Let's see. I hope this is what you're talking about. I don't want car equipment. Okay, here we go. Search results. Can I filter? I don't want a bat. Cleats. Ah. Search. Ah. All right, so let's see. Let's see what we got here. I mean, 77. Let me see the ones I got for my character. I think these are the ones I have for my character, my main character. No, these aren't the ones. It's these right here. These are the ones I have. Oh, these are gold. They just look like, I don't know, to me they look like basketball shoes though. But they're golds. I get more speed, more reaction, and less strikeouts per 9 innings. Speed, reaction. Mizuno's. Diamonds. Ooh. Speed, reaction. So they're mostly focused on speed and reaction, I see. What is the Halloween? What? I don't know. Which one should I go with, guys? So here's some new. So they have different versions of the shoes based on like holidays and stuff. I see some Thanksgiving ones. So the Nike Air Max MVP 2 Elite 2s, the New Year edition. So let's see, the original ones right here, they give you +4 speed, +3 reaction, +2 strikeouts per 9 innings. Like the Hirachis or whatever they're called. Let's look at this. So you get an extra stat, little durability. That is good though. It means I don't have to spec a lot into my points into durability. Why are these so much? They're diamond. 14 speed, 10 reaction. Like, okay, that's cool, but good grief, are they really worth that many stubs though? That's a lot. I'm just trying to have a variety of shoes. Like, I don't have any now, so anything I buy is an upgrade. So, I mean, I would like the speed just for like base stealing and stuff like that, and base running. So like, I would probably get these Elite 2s over this. They give you better reaction, but I don't know, reaction could be good for like getting a jump. Or is this just these is more or less for strikeouts. I don't have any Under Armours. I may get these. Only 700 stubs. I mean, I have 13,000. I don't know. See, it's crazy. I have these, the Hirachis. I have this one right here on my other character. But so when you buy cleats or when you have cleats, they're not used across all road to the shows. Like they'll be available across all of them because like a lot of the other equipment I have, like the bats and the gloves and stuff, I can use those between my other accounts, but I don't have the shoes. And I'm thinking it's because I got these shoes in the previous version of the game and they just didn't carry over as an unlock. So, yeah, I think I will get these. I mean, 1,400. What you guys think? So you'd go with more with speed. So that's 8 speed on that. Let's see. Here are these. Here's 6 speed, 8 reaction. And then you have 8 speed, 6 reaction. So these kind of like swap. But then you also have better strikeout, you know, less of a chance to strike out per 9 innings with the Under Armours. But you get more speed with these. And these are almost double. These are pretty much double the price of these. Like, does reaction, will it help? Hold on, let me read the description. See, field charge with the Under Armour Yard ST. Charge cushion providing explosive speed and power. Step-in comfort gives you incredible comfort and needed support along with the versatile 9-cleat plate for aggressive. It doesn't really, I mean, that's just a regular promotion description. I need to know in game what's it going to help me do. Like, will speed also apply to my base running, or is it just apply to my fielding? Will reaction apply to my getting a jump off of the base when I'm base running, when I'm trying to steal, or is it just me reacting to a ball hit in the field? Like, is it an offensive or a defensive speed and reaction boost? Okay. All right. I mean, I could just buy them both, but okay. So it does help with base running. Okay. So then, if it's base running, then I definitely need to go with the. I want to go with the speed because I feel the speed can kind of make up for the reaction, vice versa. But then that +6 on not strikeouts, that's pretty good too. That can save you out of a lot of 0-2 counts and 1-2 counts though, when you swinging at bad pitches because you're trying to protect the plate. Tell you what, we'll just go with the Hirachi since I have those on my main character and he's pretty good. And then maybe okay, we'll do that. Okay, my active orders. What? Okay. Completed orders. No. Buy sell options. Is this where I go? Okay, I'm confused now. So what? What is this? I want to buy it. What are these different prices so I can buy? So if I don't, what? Okay. Yes, I want to buy now. What is a buy order and versus what buy now? What is this mess? Okay, I hit buy. Oh, this is weird, man. See, I think this is what it turned me off about the whole Diamond Dynasty and stuff with these cards. Okay, hit buy. Okay. Purchase successful. All right. Oh, okay, I see now. So it's almost like a stock. So since I bought the one else for $14.99, the next available now jumps up to $1,500. So if I go back, I should see that same shoe at $1,500. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm starting to get it. All right. What else should I buy? Should I look for a? I got bats, but then shin guard, wrist brace, compression sleeve, eyewear, ritual. Let's see what kind of rituals they have. A diamond cup supporter. Give you plus 20 durability. It better. Let me start from the nah. Like the bed, a night's rest. That one's pretty good. Is this the one? Is this the one I got? Hold on. 'Cause I got one that's like a good night's sleep. I think it's this one. There's a lot of stuff on there. I mean, they're low stats, but it kind of is well rounded. Let's see what else we can get. Ooh. Power and hits per 9 innings. That seems like a good one right there. A golden thong. Okay, buy and that's instant buy. That's not bad. Power and hits per 9 innings. So you get an increase to your power. On top of that, you get an increase to getting a possible hit as well. That's really good. Really good. I may have to buy that now. 175, that's not bad. What's this? You get contact and that's a good one too. Like you have one for power and you have one for contact. Do I think MLB The Show 17 will have more of a story mode for Road to the Show than the NBA? It's hard to say right now. I mean, they just showed us that one little quick clip where it had like options that you could select for a response. I think right now NBA 2K is probably a more fleshed out story mode than what MLB The Show is going to give us this year. But I think MLB The Show is going to build upon what they got in MLB The Show the 17 because it's going to be kind of hard to just jump right in and just have a fully, well, at least knowing them, it's going to be hard for them to jump right in and have like a really involved story because they got to see what works and what doesn't work before they start putting all of this extra content in. Because if they went full out and did a full fleshed out story mode and decided people didn't like it, that it was like corny, they may be discouraged to even involve it and just remove it altogether. So they're going to probably take baby steps. So I think right now, since NBA has already had their story modes in there for what, maybe 3-4 years, theirs is probably going to be a little bit better. But I think anything we get in Road to the Show as far as a story mode is going to be a lot better than what we have because we don't have much of anything. Like you remember for this game, they said there's going to be more player emotion. Couple canned scenes where your player's doing like this. Yeah, I mean it's really not my idea of showing emotion. That's like just a canned like cut scene. Like when a player gets a hit or something. I want them to have more individuality, you know what I mean? Do I like the Athletics? I used to love the Athletics back in the day. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna rock this golden thong right here, and we're also gonna buy this. We're gonna buy both of these. I mean, why not? You got one for contact and plate vision. You got one for power and hits. What else do we have before I pull the trigger on that? We got some cologne. 4 contact, 6 plate vision, plus 10 base on balls. Okay, so that's interesting. Is that? I'm wondering. So the base on balls per 9 innings, the hits per 9 innings, and the strikeouts per 9 innings. Is that more of a sim feature than like an actual in-game impact? I'm feeling that's what that means. That means that's more of if you start to sim games, you'll get more of a benefit from those particular stats. What do you guys think? Because I'm feeling like that may be the thing. Because that's one reason why I don't put a lot into my it's a stat that you can put points into, but it's only good for simulation. Or if you roll to the show player, like if you start simming, that's what I think it's like base running aggressiveness. I think that's what it is. So the usual 5 fielding, 5 acceleration, plus 20 bunt. Ooh, plus 10 steal. See, this may be good for like a pitcher. You know, if a pitcher, because you're going to try to bump with them a lot more. Do I like Canseco or McGuire more? Well, it depends on the era that you're talking about. Like when they were the Bash Brothers, I was always more of a Canseco fan back then. Canseco, he was more of the star than Mark McGuire was starting out. Then McGuire just kind of just skyrocketed. His popularity just blew up. But Canseco was really the man. He was the dude that was really banging out the monster home runs. And then Mark McGuire would come behind him and hit his. But it was more Canseco was really the more of the star back in the day. You're silly. True, you're silly. What's up, sports lover? Thanks for hopping in, checking out the stream. Just sitting up here talking about some of these different things you can get from the marketplace that I'm slow to be up to speed on. Actually, I like. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna buy the thong. Okay, buy sell. Yes. Okay. We're gonna get sleeping companion, contact, plate vision. You know what'll suck though if these don't carry over to the next game? They probably won't. They probably have all new. So I may not want to go crazy spending my stubs because don't your stubs carry over? Do you feel that the items should be more baseball than other things? Not this random stuff called the usual or headphones or golden. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But I guess they're like good luck charms kind of thing, you know. Like I don't really feel like getting a good night's sleep necessarily will. Well, I mean, some say if you get a lot of rest, you'll be more alert, more aware. So it could affect your contact and your plate vision. So that kind of makes sense. But me putting on some freaking cologne that looks like perfume, I don't know if it's going to make the pitcher want to walk me on base so I can stay out in the field so he can smell me more. Like I figure this right here should have a negative effect on you. Like it should give you, like it should be like a give and take. Like something like this should give you more power because you probably get more protein. But then you may also probably be a little slower because you're full. You know, have like a give and take. And instead of letting them all be buffs, let it be like a buff and a debuff. Like this right here should definitely be power. No doubt about it. Should be power. Should be power and maybe a little bit of contact. But I would probably make the negative on this would probably be more reaction because if you're more buff, you don't tend to be as quick. Like I mean, when I say that, I mean like your big buff guys, they're not as quick as your more thin, agile guys. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I think I got enough right here. No, I don't want to So now we'll go ahead and player equipment. There we go. Equip these shoes. Equip these shoes, fellas. Okay, what else did we, and we got right here. So he already had the good night's sleep thing. See that carry? See, that's what I'm saying. This carried over, I believe, from the previous game. Maybe not. So you only had +7, +2 power, contact, and a wiffle ball. I'm gonna go this one. Okay. Eyewear. I don't really want eyewear. Compression sleeve. I need to get a compression sleeve for my main character because he does wear one. At least he did last year. You guys haven't seen him for this coming up season yet. All right. Ooh, look at that. Look at him. Ooh. You guys like that look, or should I make some adjustments to him? I kind of like that look. Please. I like those. I like those. Should they implement college teams? No. Only reason why I say this is because I know they're not. They're not going to do that. Do you realize how much it would cost to implement college teams? Even if you did like a playoff system. And I'm going to tell you why they're not going to do college teams. Just take a look at NCAA football. It's no longer. Getting involved into college stuff is very, very, it's iffy. There's a lot of unknowns with, you know, the legalities of it. And nobody seems to really know the right way to do it until a lawsuit is brought forward. Then all of a sudden people are paying the penalty of stuff that didn't get brought up in the first place. So they're going to stay away from college as much as possible. I mean, they're scared to put tattoos in the game because of what the whole thing with, wasn't that MLB The Show? That they were trying to sue because they felt that that was the property of the tattoo artist, and in Madden as well. Unless you get written consent from the tattoo artists themselves. Like, MLB The Show made it very clear they're not going to be getting involved with tattoos. They'll put like generic little tattoos like on the necks of what's the catcher's name for the Cardinals? I did a player lock for him too. I can't remember his name. He had one, but it's like really nobody else had like their own legitimate tattoos. So they're not going to ever get involved with that. Not with real, yeah, but it's not even not with. Well, I mean, NCAA football didn't do it with real players. They were generic players. They didn't have names. You could name the rosters and adjust the stats, but it's the intent, and it's like that's, you know, even though you and I know that that's really they're trying to replicate the actual person, but legally they're not saying their names. But in a court of law, lawyers can spin that stuff to say, hey, this is the team. Here's the jersey numbers. This is the skin color they gave him. Is very more likely than not they try to replicate this player, and he's not being compensated for being in a video game. I know I miss NCAA too as well, and everybody wants it to be on the backward compatibility list for Xbox. If you guys don't know, if you don't have Xbox Ones, Xbox One, they have like a lot of their 360 games. They're making them backward compatible, so that people can play them, play some of the games from the 360 on the Xbox One. So they got like some of the big games, Call of Duties and Gears of War and Assassin's Creed and all that stuff. A lot of people want to see, and they got Red Dead Redemption, which is a good one. But, you know, for our sports games, because they become outdated after the years pass, they're not really high on the list as far as priority. And then with a game like NCAA that has a lot of controversy behind it, you know, it's probably not going to be likely they're going to put that in. Look at those shoes. Look at it. I like it.
Yeah, Matty, he's definitely been feeling it up there, and it's been fun to watch. Looks like he's keeping it simple.
Yeah, Molina, that's his name.
Very well. Sometimes you just get in a zone for a while, so I hope he stays in it for this one.
Well, you know, I just like the confidence he has clearly taken with him to the
I would really love to have NCAA on the next-gen consoles, but I don't think it's going to be, if we ever get another NCAA football game, it is going to be a long time from now. Like, I don't see one even being on the radar in the next 3 to 5 years. Like there may be little hints at possibilities. There's still a lot of pending lawsuits that are in court about player likeness. They're gonna have to wait for all that stuff to get passed and get ruled on before they feel like it's safe now. And just the amount of money that they're gonna have to spend for as research and to make sure they're dotting their I's and crossing their T's to make sure they're not doing anything illegal, or as compensation and likeness.
Look at that average, up over 370.
Look at that average. Look at them shoes.
Well, it's still early in the season, but the
here we go.
first several weeks have been pretty impressive for this guy. We're just anxious to see if he can just keep this pace up.
Down the first baseline.
So he has a little more power now, and
set to deliver the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Is there a trailer? Yeah, D-Hall, there's a trailer. As a matter of fact, I'm going to post a video later today. Actually, I have a video that I'm working on for Roberto Clemente.
Hit hard down the line.
Good hit. That's probably where that plus, whatever hit I had on that during those shoes. There's
and the screen shows the story right there.
So that's the player emotion things that they're talking about.
I'll tell you what, this is really amazing.
That's really not much.
At this now. It gets
Look at the shoes, guys. Look at the shoes. They're very nice.
Cole Gillespie will stand in here with a runner at first.
Yeah, I have a video for Roberto Clemente that I'm editing right now that's going to be going up on my channel. As you guys probably seen, I'm starting to try to pick back up the activity on the channel. Okay.
Well, I think it favors
supposed to be still on the left-handed pitcher?
They're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on a wet night. So.
And he's in.
Woo, he's in there. The shoes, baby.
Well,
got to be the shoes.
To get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the.
But there's a trailer out there.
It
kind of it's like a quick little splash trailer kind of thing that shows, touches a lot of little things that show you what they're working on. But really, the true stuff is going to come in when they have the live stream. I hope their live streams this year are a little more organized than they have been over the past 2 years. They kind of just get on their live streams. They start out sticking to what they're talking about, but then they kind of get caught up in just doing a lot of random stuff, and then they kind of drift off a little bit from what they're supposed to be showing off. And
Blanco will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, so there's going to be
here with no score.
Improvements to roll to the show. They're going to start to go with a more of a story element, like choosing your own path or whatever, like where decisions that you make affect like your outcome as a player. All right.
Simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick.
They're going to
that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
They're going to add more equipment. I think they had New Balance as one of the new equipment vendors
and
in the game.
Just get better with runners in scoring
of course, they're going to probably make improvements to roll to the show. And like they say every year, graphical improvements.
Hit high and deep.
Come on, get out of here. Get out of here.
Ranging back.
Oh,
he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. The run scores
okay.
From
Oh man, I thought it was out of here.
And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 3-0 game, and the relay throw is right by him at third base.
The shoes, baby. The shoes are working for me.
With a two-seam fastball, which
what was I saying?
Anyway, you better start that thing.
Oh yeah, they're going to talk about this new thing they're implementing called human AI, which is supposed to be, I guess, more realistic. Artificial intelligence. I mean, but I have to see what that is, because right now all that sounds like a bunch of buzzwords, back of the box stuff. Like, they could just be doing the same thing they did last year, but because they may do a little bit more to it, they're just going to give it a special name because it'll help sell copies. So, human AI, they're going to have new player models, updated player models, so everybody won't have the same. Look at these guys. Look at all 3 of them. Same generic, same typical face structure. They look the same, just different skin tone and facial hair.
Now to the plate.
So hopefully they
Zachary
improve on
Guerrero.
that,
He'll try to
improve
follow
the
up
hair
the
itself.
double
Like
in his
some of
last
these beards
at-bat with another
and
big
long
hit
hair
right
players,
here.
the hair
And
looks
that's been their
ridiculous.
only
It's too
hit so
frizzy
far in
and
the game.
Here
frazzled
comes
and
the
spiky. It
payoff
doesn't look
pitch.
like real hair at all.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out.
I like these shoes so
Meanwhile, the
far,
runner
guys. They
moves
seem to
into
be working
scoring
for me.
Position at second.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Digging in to try it
Oh
again.
no, this game is
And
a
he'll be looking
Sony
to add on
exclusive.
to his
This
two
game is not
RBIs
going
from
anywhere.
earlier.
As long as there's going to be PlayStation, you will probably never see this game on the Xbox. Never.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
You know, guys, these hitters have had a good look at that slider so far.
Sports,
and they've been
I
told,
play a lot of other
"Let that thing go
games,
and wait
man.
for
Just like
something
most of my
better
stuff on my
out over
channel
the
has
plate."
been for this game, but I'm actually slowly going to be implementing more games. Hold on just a second.
Who pulled
Pitch.
the
That was a good
string and
changeup.
way out in front, the ball
Like
and a
I'm a
strike.
big
Yeah, and it seems
Destiny
like he
fan.
kinda
I
got
play
away from
Destiny.
that pitch here in the last
Haven't
few
actually
innings.
played it that
You
much
gotta
this week, to
think
be
about
honest. But
bringing that
overall,
ball right
I
back.
play it nearly every day. It's a very fun game. I play the Division, a game that I've been on a lot lately over the past 2 weeks has been Rainbow Six Siege. It's had a resurgence in my playlist. Having a lot of fun with that game.
High in the air into shallow left center. McNally is
So games
in
like
pursuit.
that,
Makes
I just
the
showed my
catch,
game
and
collection off
that'll
earlier in the
retire
stream.
the
I mean, I have
So they
plenty
pick
of
up a
games.
run on two
I'm gonna
hits,
try to
no
slow down
errors,
this
and a
year
man
on
left.
buying games as they
5
come out
innings
because I never
complete.
get around to
The
them. I end up
Suns
buying
lead it
them and they just sit in my
4-0.
game folder until I can get around to them. Like I got Titanfall 2. I played maybe 30 minutes of it since I got it, and I got it for Christmas.
And he does
I haven't
so,
played it that much.
representing the
It's just
possible go-ahead run.
haven't had enough
Make
time
sure
in my
that he doesn't
rotation to
try
fit it
do
in.
too much here. Just keep
But I
that
am going to
line
start
moving.
implementing
Do
more
something
Destiny on my
productive
channel.
And give the next guy a chance as well.
And then with the
No
new
balls
Ghost
in his
Recon
strike.
Wildlands beta
Such a good
and the
pitch
game
to
that'll be
get
coming
ahead.
out in
Lefty
March.
on lefty. It's a big
I'm gonna have to wait and
looping
see.
curveball.
'Cause
Makes it very
I'm a
difficult
big
for
Ghost.
the
I used to be a
hitter
big
try
Ghost
and time
Recon
what's
fan
coming
back in
next.
the original Xbox days. This game looks so much different from what a Ghost Recon game is to me.
0-1 count and the pitch. Late
He's
decision to swing
standing
that
inside. I
time,
was
and
late
as a
on that.
result, it's 0-2.
That's what I mean. Very tough to time that fastball, and it was set up perfectly by that first pitch curveball.
All right, he's low and high, whereas he's going to come really low again. Why? No.
Oh, wild pitch,
No.
but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away.
Center fielder number 28.
Do I think there'll be a time when MLB will look like real life? Nah. Well, no, I'll take that back. Because when you look at NBA 2K, you remember how crazy it looked like the first year the new consoles came out? That game looked so
Well,
realistic.
A pretty good offensive show of
Like,
force in this one.
every year we
Probably at
think,
least a
okay,
couple
player
of
of the game.
players deserving,
Every year
but
you
gentlemen,
think
let's
the
go ahead
games
and
can't
give
look
this
any
man
better.
the nod as
As
our
like we
top
think
player
TVs
of
can't
the
show a
game.
better picture. They
Yeah,
keep
you
outdoing
see a
themselves.
couple of
Like
hits for him in the
people are
ball
really
game.
just now
This one
really
was tight
accepting
throughout, but
HD
in
as
the
the
end,
norm,
he
and then
really
we
helped
have
lead his
4K
guys to this
TVs.
victory.
And it's like right now,
So that
like the
just
TV
about
I'm playing
does
on
it.
right now
For
is a
EK,
4K
Psycho,
TV.
and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching
Right
MLB
now, there's
The
not a
Show.
lot of
For
technology
more,
that
get
can
those
really
smartphones
take
and
advantage
tablets
of
out
it.
and head over
There's
to
no 4K programming like
theshowNation.com.
on your cable box or
Jacksonville
anything
wins
like that that's going to
6-5.
broadcast. You can only get like
Good night,
movies and
everybody.
stream stuff from like Netflix, and certain YouTube videos are in 4K. So it's going to take some time for 4K to kind of become more of a mainstay.
6 runs.
But 4K, I mean, when you actually look at a 4K program, it blows you away. You're like, I didn't think TV could get any more higher resolution than what it has now. So when you ask that question, do I think it'll ever look realistic? My initial response would be no, because no video game could ever look realistic.
Hello there, baseball
But then when you
fans.
think about
Recap
it,
what went down
with
around the
the
league on
horsepower
Wednesday.
that these
Starting
games,
off in the National
game
League
consoles
East,
have,
Jared
and when you look
Cosart
at
won the
the
game, finishing a complete
Scorpio
game,
and
one hitter,
the
helping the Marlins
PS4
take care of the
Pro
Phillies 9-0.
has, and there's I mean, you just never know. And shoot, I wouldn't be surprised
Three-base
if,
knocks,
like, the
helping
only
Atlanta
thing,
get
like,
the victory against the
the
Pirates,
problem with video
5-2.
games and looking realistic, the
The
only problem that they
Indians
have
grabbed
is that
13 hits in the
if you
game
really
as they
think
were
about it,
winners in
video
extra
games,
innings over the Reds,
they have so much
5-2.
color. Like, if you look
Jason
out your
Hammel
window right
grabbed the
now
victory, his
and you
fourth
look
of
at the
the year,
environment,
helping lead the Cubs
colors
over
are
the
not as
Brewers,
bright and
4-3.
vivid as they
He was
are
among the
on your
NL
television.
leaders in shutouts.
So that's one thing that kind of takes you
Matt
out of the
Carpenter
realism
cracked 2
element.
home runs in the
They would
game,
have to actually
leading
dumb
St.
down
Louis
the
to a win
colors
over the Rockies,
of a
3-1.
lot of
He
things.
is
And I
among
don't
the
know if
National
people
League
would want
leaders
to
in
be,
home runs.
we're conditioned to see a
The
game
Arizona
as vibrant,
Diamondbacks
almost
got
cartoon
18
color-like.
hits as they got the win
Like
in
on my
extras
like on
against
your
the
screen
Bronx
right now, you
Bombers,
look at these
4-3.
colors, they're bright,
Johnny
they're
Cueto
vivid.
was
But if you
victorious
look
for the fifth
outside,
time this
you know,
season, helping the
everything
Giants
has more of
push
an
past
earth
the
tone.
Padres,
That's why it's called
5-2.
earth tone
He's
colors,
currently in
because
the top 5 in
you
the
know,
NL in
browns
wins.
are not really brown like we
R.A.
normally see on
Dickey earned the
TV.
win.
Greens
He's
are
fourth
not
this
that
season
green.
as Toronto took
You know,
care
that's
of
just
the
how it
Rays,
is. So they would
3-2.
have to actually
The
mute
Baltimore
the
Orioles
color
allowed
palette a
only
lot
5 hits.
for a game to look realistic and then have more depth of field in games. My iPad is about to straight die. Chattanooga, look out, baby. The most realistic one out now, I mean, it has to be, I mean, in my opinion, it has to be the NBA 2K. It's the most realistic looking one compared to the sport. Because they do a good job of, like, there's a slight touch of fog in the game to simulate, like, the distance. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. But I think they do a really good job of making the game. The lighting is a big thing with games. You have to get the right type of lighting, the right type of shadows. I think a game that really could look realistic in the coming years that a lot of people probably may not even think about would be a golf game. I think you could really do golf because you look at EA, how they've done like Battlefield and Star Wars Battlefront. You see how the photorealistic landscapes they have. You can easily do that with a golf course, and then you can easily do a player, like all you have to do is one player model to look realistic. I mean, it's not. It would be much easier for a golf game to appear more real life than any other game. I think I have a Diamond Dynasty team. I know I had one in 15. Did I make one in 16? I don't know. Let's see. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, I know it's gonna be awesome. Atlanta, I'm looking up through the chat. You said you have a 4K TV. You can't play on it because of input delay. I don't even have a Diamond Dynasty team on this year's game. One thing you have to do on a 4K TV, you can't play a game on the default settings, on the standard setting, because it's using the television's processor to show you the image on the screen. So it's going to have that 60 hertz or that 120 hertz that makes the picture look really smooth and flowy. You can't play like that. You have to put it on the game setting. You have to allow the game processor to play. That's why the games are that you see that input delay. So, yeah, you can't do that. My TV is a pretty good 4K. I can play games with some of that stuff on, but it's still, when you're talking about milliseconds, you actually feel it. You know, you think of a millisecond as being something really quick that you probably won't notice. But when it comes to gaming and from your controller input to what you see on the screen happening, you can notice some milliseconds. You can notice that. Especially in shooters. Like FPS games, you'll definitely notice it. So you have to put it on the game mode. You have to put, every TV nowadays has a input setting for game. Put it on that. It'll then allow the game to process the inputs and your image on the screen. Yep. They look better. Like when I play Destiny, oh man, playing Destiny on a 60 hertz, 120 hertz television where it's moving all smooth. Oh my God, it's like a 180 difference. Like it's a whole different game. It feels great. Let's see. I don't know. GTA 6, I don't know. They may go to New York and do like mobs, like those crime mobs or whatever. Italian mobs, kind of have one of those things. But I think I heard somewhere that they may do like a whole thing where you have LA, New York, and like Miami all in one GTA. You know how you can kind of transition from different characters in GTA 5? You can go from you know, to Michael back to whatever the guy's name is, and then you can go to your online character. It may be able something like that where you actually are switching, you know, regions and continuing a story that all their stories kind of intertwine together. But that would be cool. But if the loading times are going to be like they are for this game, I wouldn't want it. It takes so long to load into that world, man.
Time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete.
I mean, Rory McIlroy could look like that. I mean, if they really push for that,
Toronto Blue Jays
be nice.
And the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch between Archer and Stroman is next.
Oh, they're having Red Dead is gonna have a Super Bowl ad. Oh, that'd be cool. Having a video game take center stage during like one of the most watched programs in the entire year. You may see a lot of cool ads come out. Like, you know, you just never know. 'Cause I have to be honest, like the ads over the past year, the past couple years of the Super Bowl have been pretty trash. They haven't been like they used to be. Like back in the day, like commercials during the Super Bowl were a big thing. They were a big thing, was it? But now they just become like people just throwing money at the screen just to put some uninspired ad out there. It doesn't really get you going. So and so yeah, I'm probably not gonna pre-order that early because Red Dead is coming out when, like late in the year or early next year. Who was a MLB player I thought would be bad but turned out to be a star? I don't know. I mean, because that's such a wide range. Like somebody I thought was gonna be bad, then they turn out to be a star. Like maybe somebody who overperformed what they were expected. I don't know. I don't know. Was this no? So Chris Bryant, he was called up last year, right, for the Cubs? Wasn't he called up last year, and then he was a part of the team for the entire season this year? Yeah, Sanchez is good. Because he came in, he actually set, because if I remember from my player lock that I done on him, he came in and set like a major league record for the most home runs hit in the least amount of games starting his major league career, if I'm not mistaken. So I do remember that. So I mean, he just came in with a bang. Now I didn't keep up with him after that, but I do know when at the time I done his player lock, that's kind of where he was and what the talk was about him, like how he just came in and just really made a splash.
Mickey McClure will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Bounce to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Derek Lewis will stand in, getting the start here.
No, like ads that poke fun at themselves, like the company themselves, I find those funny. It's always something, you know, you can relate to when people make fun of themselves.
This is hit the other way out to
right to him.
Hutton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
Like anytime stuff just comes off as being genuine, it's just the ads that just seem so fake and just over dramatic that you really can't relate to.
In, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see
I got I know you guys can't see it, but I got a new one of those big old studio lights so I can stream, so the lighting can be better when I stream. I only got one of them turned on because like my window is right there. It's over that way. Hold on.
Tap down the line. Lewis gloves it. And
there we go. So my window's right there, and of course it's daytime. So I always, when I stream during the daytime, I will always have light on one side of my face. Then there will be a shadow, and then it will mess up the green screen because the green screen it would have shadows cast on it. Like you can see like under my arm right now. You see my arm right there. You see the green because my arm is casting a shadow. But it would be a lot worse when I didn't have a light to kind of balance that shadow out. So I have a big studio light on this side now.
To first, Lewis.
Come on, get over there.
And he'll just make it to
wow,
the
I mean, that was, come on, son, that was pretty lazy. You got to get over there quicker than that. So, again, let me cover the, let's see.
Derek Lewis.
All right, EJ, have a good day, man. Thanks for joining the stream. I think I may play some Rainbow Six later on stream. But just to recap for the upcoming events for MLB The Show 17. Hold on. So on February 7th, they're going to be doing gameplay, new features, improvements, and retro mode vlog. So I don't know if that means that all of those things are going to be contained within a vlog, or it's just the retro mode is going to be talked about in the vlog.
1-0 pitch.
Oh, wait a minute. Vlog is a video. Never mind.
Now a swing and a fly ball.
Please go foul.
On the move.
No.
And a rather easy first out.
Okay, so never mind. So that is going to be a live stream because it's a vlog. So it's good that they're going to start out with gameplay, new features, improvements, and retro mode. That seems like a lot to cover in one vlog. But it's weird because they don't have the Twitch icon by that, though. So that must be something that's going to be on their YouTube channel.
I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on.
It says developer blog and Twitch schedule, but then the first thing they talk about is a vlog. A blog and a vlog are two different things. A blog is actually text, and a vlog is a video. So I don't know if they're just confused on the wording of how that goes. But anyway, it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of information they're gonna actually give us.
First pitch coming, here it is.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, the one thing I really want to see is if they have the fielding. I want to make sure if they put it back to how it was.
Smoked on the ground up
Good
the
hit.
middle.
Good hit, son.
Reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds
oh, he's
a way
going
by.
for it.
Now a long throw to third.
Oh, he had good speed.
Too late, and he's safe at
nice.
third. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Baseball nut, have you ever caught a ball at an MLB game? No, I have never caught a ball at an MLB game, but I was given one, hadn't given one. Of course, you guys want to know who this player is. This was a long time ago. I was much younger. I went to a Cincinnati Reds game when they played the Atlanta Braves. And I was sitting where I was sitting. They were warming up before the game, and a pitcher for the Braves at that time, his name was Charlie Pulehu. Some of you may remember that name. Some of you probably have no idea who he was. He actually gave me he threw me a baseball.
2-1, here it is. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw.
Another stolen base. Yeah, so he gave me, he threw a baseball up there at me, and I caught it, and I'll never forget that. It was pretty cool. I mean, he wasn't a popular player, but the fact that if anybody who makes it to the major leagues is good, they may not be the elite of the elite, but they're better than pretty much 95% of the other players in the world that would like to get to the league.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hot shot to third. Espinoza is right there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
All right, well, that was a good play to get to third.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might
have
a shot
caught
at
an Andre
plate,
Jones foul ball. That's cool.
About it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come
Man, he
in
used to be
score.
really good, man. And it just seemed all of a sudden his skills just went.
Will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
2 outs.
And he got
Of course you strike out. Of course.
Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. So 1 run on
So you see how I have like some green screening coming over my shoulder right here? Because now the light from my window is not as bright as my studio light now. So now it's being the one that's more dominant, casting the shadow. So, and I have 2 studio lights. I just hooked up one. So I'll start hooking up the other one. If the later it gets, I'll do that.
He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman.
Derek Lewis will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in
That's
RBIs.
funny.
He's got a shot.
Oh, bases loaded, guys. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. We're down by 1. What a scenario they put my son in. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Come on, son.
Trying to hold the lead. In there, no balls and a strike.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
And he takes something off there and got way out in front for strike
Nice change.
I
should have known he was going to throw something low out of the zone. I should have known.
Great start with the bases loaded.
What are we going to do here?
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
Come on, Shoes. Don't fail me now.
Good spot. 2 out, possible tying, and go-ahead runs on base.
He's going to probably go low again. Real low.
Saws him off
no.
here as this ball's popped into the air. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits.
That was
no
a cheap
errors,
way to
and
get
they
me
leave
out.
the
Made my
bases
bat
loaded.
shatter.
8th inning coming up. Pensacolo's out in front here, 3-2.
Weirdest batting stance.
McClure comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Remember back in the day, Julio Franco, he had a weird stance. I mean, he would have the bat would be aimed towards the pitcher, like it would be over his head. The bat would be facing like
on the ground to the right side. Lewis over to his left. Throw first in time, so there'll be
yeah, like the way he would bat, like most bats like that, he would have his bat would be like this. It would be aiming towards the pitcher, like so he would have to come all the way around to swing like that. Like what kind of mess is that?
Stepping in,
Julio Franco.
He got called
you can look him up on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Time through.
He played for, I think he played for the Indians.
We could have hoped for.
I think he played for Cleveland.
3-2 in inning
I
number
think.
8.
Not sure.
Right side. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Andres.
What's up, Ryan? Thanks for joining the stream. No! No, son! Son! No! What was the injury? How did he get hurt?
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player.
What could have happened to him?
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance. And
game recap. Will it show me the game recap?
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Blue Wahoos win this one 5-2. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Hey, 8th inning, it said McClure grounded out to Lewis Jr. Okay. Another ground. So it was the 8th inning was the last inning I played. Did it show anything after that? It didn't show what happened. Oh man, that's messed up. No, you're fine, Ryan. Okay, here we go. Sprained ligament in knee. If you choose to place with the injury, you're at the risk of further injury. Otherwise, you place on a 15-day disabled list. Oh, guys, I don't know. What should I do? So here's the question. Okay, so with this notice, if I continue to play through the injury, is the injury going to be everlasting? Like, is there going to be a period where I continue to heal gradually throughout the season? Or what? Am I just doomed at some point to be really hurt? Like, is the only option here to go on the disabled list or play through it? Like, if I play through it, is it always going to be looming over my head throughout my career, this sprained ligament, or will the sprained ligament end up healing and everything will go back to normal? So you say go on the DL? Go on the disabled list? Man, I hate to miss 15 days. I mean, we're doing good though. I'm just worried if I go on this 15-day disabled list that, like right now we're 33-8. Like we had an 11.5 game lead over the second place team. So everybody's saying go on the DL. It'll heal, but you wouldn't risk injury. Okay. God, man. So you know what that means. Since he's going on the DL, he's a little disappointed, a little depressed. You know what that means, guys? He's hold on. Where is it? Where is it? No, it's got to be here. Here we go. So now, since he's going on the DL, he's gonna let that facial hair grow because he's not playing. He's getting a little depressed. So let's see, what kind of facial hair should we give him? I think I'm just gonna give him like a little beard. Give him one of these joints. Yeah. Give him a little stubble. Give him one of the, yeah. I'm gonna have him go like this because he's not playing. He's just sitting around waiting to heal. So he hadn't been grooming. He hadn't been going out much. He's been in rehab. You know how when people train for big fights and stuff, they don't shave or anything. So yeah, this is him. This is him now. Let's see, equipment. Was it the wrist or was it the knee? You guys remember? I can't remember now. I think it was the wrist, wasn't it? No, it was sprained ligament in his knee. Was it his knee? I think it was a knee. So let's see. Fielding gear. Batting gear. They didn't have anything for any braces for the knee. Sleeves and tape. Nope. Alright, it was the knee. Okay. Oh man. Batting gear. I mean, I could do a shin guard, but that's not gonna be anywhere about the knee. Okay, well. We just have to leave it like that. Let me see. All right, that's what we're gonna do. He's gonna come back like this. Equipment, eyewear. You know what? I didn't. He doesn't even wear in the game. Did you guys notice he didn't even have this? He didn't even have this stuff on his face in the game. I don't believe. I don't remember seeing eye black on him. Do you? I mean, baseball. That would be a cool idea. I don't know. I don't trust the servers for MLB. Their servers are always suspect. I mean, they've been better over the past couple of years, but over the course of a season, I don't know. And then you would have to, I mean, that would have to everybody would have to be on point with the game and be ready to play when it's time to play. I got a feeling they would just sit there and drag. Yeah, I didn't see the smudge on his face either. I don't think it shows up in game. And that's a glitch. Cause it's like he has a clean face in the game. I wonder if I should make him gain a little weight too. I try to put a story behind this stuff. So let's do like so body type, make him buff, make him like to make him make him get a little fat because he's been trying to nurse that knee. No, it was just pulled ligaments. I'm gonna keep him normal. It was just ligaments. All right, so this is what we'll do. We'll stick with this. All right, guys, I want to play a different game. What game do you think I should play? So here are the options. Well, let me save this real quick. All right, my options are Destiny, Rainbow Six Siege, The Division. Let me get my folder out right here and see. WWE 2K17. What else? I mean, I want to stream some games I'm halfway decent at. You know, I don't want to put a game in that I'm complete trash on. What else? Madden 17. Here's another game I got that I've never played yet. It's Metal Gear, Phantom Pain. Was it the Phantom Pain? Never played it. Never played it. I got the Mafia 3. Never played it yet. You know what I do want to play? I want to get back into Injustice. I want to start playing Injustice because the beta for the new one looks awesome. I still have Mortal Kombat. You know the problem with fighting games? I used to be a big fighting game fan with Street Fighter and stuff like that. But thing is, like with fighting games, unless you get it day one and you've been practicing since day one, you're really behind the 8 ball when you try to go online. It's like you just can't compete. You just get washed. See, we got Titanfall 2. I got Uncharted 4 I haven't played yet because I'm trying to finish the last Uncharted 3. Trying to finish Uncharted 3 on this collection disc. Right. So I was like, I'm kind of like that. I'm the same way. Like my goals for this year was to complete 3 games before I moved on into the franchise. One was to complete Mass Effect 1 because I'm almost I've been on the end of that game or close to the end of that game for years. Haven't finished it, so I can start on 2. Because I want to be able to play Andromeda when it comes out in March, which I know I won't be able to beat all 3 games before March. I already know that. I'm just not going to have enough time between wife and kids. So Madden franchise need to come out with a bot. Oh man, I know. Fight Night is a game people want on the backward compatibility on Xbox. But again, when you're talking about licensing and all that stuff, that stuff is really hard to get done. Okay, so we only have one person suggesting. I know we don't have a lot of people in the stream, but yeah, I'll do some Madden. So you guys hang out in the stream. I'll type in chat when you can refresh because obviously I'm streaming straight from the PlayStation. So when I take the game out, it's going to take down the stream. So I'm going to switch over to Madden. We'll do some franchise because I do have one started up. And we'll get it going like that. So I see you guys in a bit. Where's my controller?